Hi everybody, it's June Angel Pews. I'm just praying that this camera, it's alright, I'm just praying it'll stop where it is. It's on a new tripod. Well, not new, but I haven't used it before. I happened to find it the other day. And after a while, it just sort of flops. Anyway, hi everybody, it's June Angel Pews. Don't know whether I've said that. Coming to you tonight, and it's ever so late, but I thought I must do this because I'm spending a lot of time in bed at the moment, so I've had to really, motivate myself and get up and do something. So it's 12 o'clock, as I say, and it's the first time I've been out of bed all day. Yes, I was coming to you today with art dolls, but before I do that, I just want to cover a few things, if you don't mind. One of them was this. Has anybody seen anything like this before? If you have, can you tell me what it is, please? It was something I picked up from a charity shop, and this lady said it's a seed. It looks like a pineapple to me, but she said it's a seed and it's one of the hardest woods in the world. As I say, it looked like a dried pineapple, but it isn't when you look more closely. That's the top. It's really weird. It's very smooth here, very rough all around there. This is a hole. Now whether it is this shape or whether it's been carved in this shape, I've no idea. I know nothing but what I've told you, and that might have been wrong. She said it was, she thought she knew that it was a seed, and she thought she knew about the hardest wood. It certainly is very hard. See this texture? It's like a toad skin, isn't it? So I'm hoping somebody says, yes, I know what it is. And what to do with it, I suppose. So I'm looking forward to hearing lots of answers, please, lots of responses. I'll be really delighted. Another thing I found on my travels, do you remember I told you how I got my name, June Angel Pews? It was because I was campaigning that we didn't have our beautiful pews, much nicer than this one, taken out of our church and replaced with chairs. And we, not I was just going to say I, but I mean I sort of spearheaded it, but we won the battle, and those gorgeous pews. And if anybody's had cards from me when I send anything out to people, had tried to send postcards of my church, because it's wonderful, it's a gorgeous church. They'll be able to see some of the pews. And this was out of, I'm sorry it's all folded, it was out of the Church Times, which is sort of a national Christian magazine that comes out, paper. And they'd published this, and then somebody put my name there, look. You know, the one that sat on the pews while the men were trying to take them away. So I thought that was just funny. So I photocopied it and I've kept it. And that's typical me, the mouth. Especially when something like that, you know, that was going to happen. I was absolutely devastated. And they used to call me the Angel of the Pews. So that's how I got Angel Pews. That's that. I can't remember exactly what I told you about these gummy strippings, but they are a way of making silk paper very, very quickly and without all the mess I told you about before, you know, that hurt my arms, etc. And these you can get them dyed. This is natural. You can get them dyed, but there's no need to really, because you get a bit of parchment paper, pull this out, look, into thin you know how I told you to pull it out into thin sort of lines across the way and down the way, etc. Then you can put some of the coloured things on, or perhaps a piece of lace. I've done that before. I still can't find that bag. I will find it. The little purse that I made by putting lace and this together. And then another piece of parchment. And before you put the last piece of parchment on, I'm sorry. So it's parchment, this, and your lace or your coloured wool, whatever, or just this if you want this colour. You can always paint it afterwards. This has still got the gum in it. That's why it'll all stick together. So you've got that part of the sandwich done. You spray then with cold water, well, warm, tepid water, till it's quite wet and completely sprayed. Put your other parchment paper piece on there and iron it gently until it's dry. It takes a little while because you can't have it too hot. And I managed to find these couple of pieces that I made at one point. I don't know why I made orange, I don't know, but there you go. That's just to give you an idea of this, how it comes out. And of course you can press it and, cut it, and you could stitch into it. You could put beads onto it, you can glue onto it, you can do anything. That's just to give you an idea. So if you can get these, out of all the things that I showed you, these cocoon, they're called cocoon strippings, or another word they use, excuse me, oh dear, is gummy silk. Okay, and I think this 50 gram, I mean it's quite a lot in there, it's stuffed into this bag. 50 gram was about £4.50 in English money. What's that, about $6, I think, something like that. So all these things that I showed you all come out of the silk cocoons, and this is part of silk cocoons that I managed to find. These are dyed. But you can get them in their natural state. And that one's a bit bent. Some of them stick to you. If you've got, you know, when you pick up certain material and your skin is all rough, it sticks together. That's how this happens. And I see when I was rooting through various sites to find videos I could put on this particular video, they're using these now for cuticle, you know, you stick your finger in, use it for cuticle care and for face care. So I suppose it's the gumminess, that, because when you wet these they go a slushy, horrible, messy sort of thing, but you can do all sorts with them. So I just thought I'd show you them. They're very reasonable as well. And I've a photo somewhere, I can hope I can find it somewhere, of these taken from a lady's stand in an exhibition. But these are all embroidered as well, and beads sewn onto them. They look beautiful. And you can imagine, can't you, you could alter these, wonderful things you can do to them. So have a look for those. These are called cut silk cocoons, hand-dyed silk fibres, and these are from Crafty Notions for the girls from the UK. This is a firm I use an awful lot. Their founder, oh gosh, her name's gone now, as I said it. Gosh, she died a couple of years ago, only young, in her late 50s. It's awful. She's written books and what have you. So everything I get from their Crafty Notions, they've got everything you'll ever want. So that's those. And that was the last thing I was going to, no, second to last thing. That was the next thing I want to try when it comes to felting. It's these felted fairies, magic wool fairies. and let me show you how they're done. Sorry about the glare, but you see it's just a ball that you make and then put the wool on and pull it out. I'm hoping it'll be a lot easier than the felted animals and dolls, etc., because they are quite hard, I think, anyway. So once I get cracking on them, I'll come and show you. I've got so many things on the go. I'll never have enough years, I'm sure, to make everything. Oh, this was the other thing I found. Two things, because they're exactly the same. In the loft, when I was looking for all these felted items. Excuse me. And it's a felted bag. And this was... Is this the one that's got the label on it? No, it's this one. This was Shared Earth, a fair trading company, handmade in Nepal, and this was £25, and I know it was down to 10. Otherwise I wouldn't have bought 2, which I bought. They're a handbag, or shoulder bag I should say. I'll do this one easier. I've mixed it up. It's, you see, it's a nice shoulder bag. But the only thing I found, oops, making a right mess here, that's the strap. And because there's hundreds of these balls. See what you can make with them, and these are dead easy to make. You're literally just doing them in your hands and rolling them like you would plasticine until the felt is all, you know, solid. But when you put that on your shoulder, what happens is it just rolls off because these move. So it's just no good. No wonder they were selling them off. Because you can't, unless you want to wear them across your body, which is not me, I'm afraid. So I'm going to do a giveaway. Not tonight, but I'll do it fairly soon, for one of these, and then I'll do another one later on. And perhaps you might want to take it to bits and use the woolen balls for everything else, but you've got a really good item there. But I'll do that over the next whenever. I'm just trying to get things sorted so I can put them away, because I think this is one of the things that's getting me down a bit, is the state of the place. You know. Anyway, stop moaning, June. You've got nothing to moan about. Right, so art dolls. I made a few over the years. There's hundreds and hundreds of, isn't there, of different sorts of dolls that you can make and you can buy from craft shops, etc. But what I wanted to show you first, and I know NERY, oh, sorry, I'm waiting for my chimes to stop. Gone hot now. I know NERY will be. Oh, they're not stopped yet after all that. NERY will be waiting for this. That's 3 times. Hi, NERY, because she started this. When we were talking over a few nights, she decided she wanted to go with something I showed her. So this is what we start off with. You know what it is, don't you? And I've got it standing up between some things at the moment because I want to try and get a flat bottom, as flat as I can, to have it standing up. But I've tried this a few times and never completely succeeded. So to the UK it's an aubergine, and to the US it's an eggplant. And you buy these, and I like to buy the biggest I can find, and leave it on your windowsill or wherever to dry out. And it takes a long time. So you've got to be really patient, because you want it so it's completely shriveled up and made into this. Oh, and this isn't, this has been painted. So try to look past the painting. That is that when it's, so I tried to get that one to stand up, but obviously I didn't go. Okay, there's this hat still on, you see, which was quite funny because NERY thought I'd put that on, and I said, no, it's that. Yeah, she couldn't get over it. Oh, no, perhaps it wasn't NERY, perhaps it was somebody else. Oh, don't know, she'll forgive me, I'm sure. So, yes, this was the start of an art doll. And to say dead simple, I painted it with, let me put this back to stand up there, and then now I've done this, I can take that into the kitchen and stand it up. So yes, I've done quite a few of these now. I think there's a few about still. Oh, these were peppers, that's right. I experimented with the big red peppers, which I've painted gold, which I wanted to do something with. I sort of thought I'd make them into sort of, not monsters exactly, because I don't like anything too weird, but some nice, some gentle monsters, let's say. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. Suggestions, please, because these have been done years, as hard as iron, and I just keep them in my box, like I do with so many things, and show you what I'm going to do with them. But this was the one that started me off, and this is what I ended up with. This is my little art doll. So I put a mask on her. I mean, if you're talented, you can paint your own face on there. I put these wings on her, these acetate. They're supposed to be dragonfly wings, but as you can see, I put them on upside down. Dozy Rosie that I am. It's supposed to be that way. But never mind. I didn't want to start pulling them off. And this was just, you know, an experiment like we all try. These arms I stuck on with a little bit of bling on the top of each. The arms I got from Crafty Notions. They're next to nothing. You can buy feet, hands, the lot. I wrapped it all in a little bit of felt, very fine felt, but mostly Angelina. You know Angelina, don't you? I don't think I've showed you a box of those. I think that's still up in the loft. So when I find it, we'll have a little session on Angelina, because you can do some lovely things. I love stamping on a sheet of Angelina. It comes out, oh, it's gorgeous. So as soon as I find it, I'll show you. So look how his hat turned out. I just love it. So that's just an idea for you. Dead simple, dead quick, once you've waited for your aubergines. I'd get a few, if I was you, on the go. And then, as I say, you've always got something to do. So that was my first sort of art doll. Then I went on to that sort of thing. This is just a piece of fabric, bit of dyed fabric, some scrim, some fibres. This is supposed to be wings. Oh gosh, what do they call it now? Oh, it's a bark. Oh, so annoys me. I've got a great big piece of it somewhere, but I don't know where. When I find it, I'll do a search on Google and I'll tell you what it is, because you can cut it up and do all sorts with it. So I just wrapped it up. So I think there's a bit of cotton wool in there. Oh, I'll tell you what's in there. It's just dawned on me. A lollipop stick, just to make it a bit more solid. So I wrapped it around the lollipop stick. You don't call them lollipops in the USA. What do you call them? Popsicles, I think. Yes. Then little doily look as a hat. Or a veil, whatever. And another little face. I used to make a load of these. I think I sent you some, Diana. Just a couple. Again, I've got loads somewhere in one of the little boxes. When I find them, I'll share those out in my racks. By the way, I've sent off 3 boxes this week. And I've got one here just finishing off, and we'll parcel up tomorrow. There's one parcelled up, so that will be 5 will have gone. Because our post offices now, they're so desperate for cash because they're such a rotten service, nobody's using them anymore. Royal Mail is now getting their... Oh no, it isn't Royal Mail. You see, I don't understand it now. They've all... Royal Mail does the posting bit, but the offices that you have to go to first are something like Mail Counters Limited, whatever. You know what I mean? So they're all different. Anyway, I'm going all around the Wrekin here. The Wrekin is a mountain up north. That's an old saying. They're opening from 6 in the morning to get the workers before they start work at 8 and 9. There's 7 days a week. Sunday as well, would you believe? I would no more send a parcel on a Sunday than I would flying a kite. That's another saying, but I don't know where it comes from. Yeah, 6 in the morning till 9 at night, 7 days a week. Isn't that amazing? I don't think all are, but certainly the ones in Coventry are. So yes, people get looking. 5 parcels gone out this week. Oh, what a price, but that's another subject, isn't it? You know, if you want to send them, you've got to pay for it, and that's the end of it. And I think by the end of next week, there'll be another 2 going out. 3, 4, 5, 7. And that's my lot for a little while. I don't know how I got round to saying that. No, I've lost my way. So that's one of my art dolls. Okay. This is one somebody sent me. Patsy Morris. This was a long time ago. We did a swap. It was when I was with Unlimited Textiles in 2008. It was a group that I was in. It was lovely. I wish it hadn't closed down. We did lots of altered book swaps and what have you. I love her face. It reminds me of an Egyptian. I'm an Egyptian. So that's another one. Again, it's all bits of fabric, scrim, dyed. Bits all pulled to bits. Wools, fibres. This is a jigsaw piece and a Chinese coin. More fibres for the hair. So that's just an example for you. You can buy, and I got these from Crafty Notions, and somebody who wants 2 of these is getting them. So do not worry, you know who you are. So these are a couple of ready-made ones that you do yourself. There won't be these particular ones because these are sort of for something else. There'll be long legs, but I think that's what you want. the person I'm on about, but I don't want to spoil the surprise. So yes, that's just to show you that you can get the ready-made ones that you can then alter yourself or do whatever with. And there's a couple that come just like that with the face on. You may not like the face, so just pop that off. And that, I mean, it's a funny shape, but that's how these art dolls are, or some of them are. That's a little one. I don't like her face at all. In fact, I don't like either of them. But you sort of take your pick when you do, if you do them online. You know, you can't pick and choose. So just to show you, you know, if you're not into actually making them, knitted dolls, ballerina, you might know. You can alter that a bit more to make it a art doll. I buy a lot, not a lot, but I buy it in charity shops. These fabric dolls. I take the hair off and the clothes that they come in, because they're never very nice, and then dress them, alter them, whatever myself. So nothing has to be expensive. I don't do expensive things. Oh, there's one of the longer legs ones. I forgot I've got that one. That's fabric. Sorry, coloured. It's a longer leg one. It's nice, isn't it? I tell you, if you want something, I've got it. These are what I like. I sent for them, and I vowed I'd get cracking, and I never did. This is what I do. I find a craft that I fall in love with. I buy the stuff that I need and everything to go with it. Get it home. Enjoy just looking at it and thinking what I'm going to do with it. Then I put it in a box and label it and everything else. Very organised, she says. And then I forget about it. So it isn't until times like this that I think, ooh, I forgot I'd got this. And this was Crafty Notions again. That's the bag. I just didn't want to show you because it's very glary. And this is, because I love mermaids. A little belly button there, hasn't she? Yeah. And she's got sort of a 3D face. Can you see what I mean? Am I too near? It sort of moves slightly. It's sort of placed on the top of it rather than cut with it. And she comes with this beautiful silk fabric that, no, it isn't silk, it's like an organza, that you can paint, dye, embroider, do whatever you want to it, and then dress her. Isn't she beautiful? I love her. These you can get in the works, or you'll get them everywhere, I know. They're really good fun, especially for the children. Now, Janet, the girls would love these. I know it might seem a bit childish, but when they're dressed up, you know, you can have a lot of fun. You can make you know, like a play, have a little theatre, and the different characters. Very inexpensive, but you can do some great things with them. Oh, I've got some more dried things. There you go, I'd forgotten I'd got these. Here we go. Yeah. This was an eggplant again, before the paint, which is what I wanted to show you the first time round. You see? So, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the first 4 people to message me, don't put it on the front, because I don't always get to look at those, you know, or down below. Don't put it there, because I don't always get there quick enough. Message me And the first 4 to get in touch with me, I will post these off to you. They're so light, it'll be next to nothing. So there's 4 of them, and the first 4, send me your name and address, etc. And you will have these to start your own art dolls. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to do that, but now I found them. I thought you might as well have them. Oh, no, I've just got to pop out the room to show you something. Now it's 30 minutes, so before I show you this, because there's a little bit more to show you, I'm going to go off and upload this one, and then I'll come back to do the next bit, and I'll just give you a little tiny hint. How's that? Okay, see you soon. See, I've cheered up, haven't I? I need to speak to you more often, don't I? Bye-bye, my lovely girls and men. If there are any men watching, bye-bye. Love you all. See you soon. Bye-bye.